Aloha, my name is Deepa. Welcome to Let's Evolve Together and happy birthday to all the Cancerians. This is your birthday reading. Okay, lovely Cancerians. So thank you so much for being here. I am a Cancerian. I have a stellium in Cancer, as some of you know. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus all in Cancer. And so any of those are welcome here as well. If you've got your moon in Cancer or just your sun or your Venus, whichever, however you feel, welcome here. Thank you so much for being here. I've got a lot of decks for you today. I really want to get into the feel of this energy. I have one little new deck that I am going to read today just for you. I haven't used it yet, so I'm really excited about presenting that to you for your birthday reading. And let's just jump right into the energy and get started, okay? So first, let's take a nice, sweet breath together. All right, I don't know if you've noticed, but I usually have plants here, and I've decided to replace the plants with some crystals, and the energy is just really ripe. I'm loving it. I'm glad that I did that. So you're also the first reading that I've done with these new crystals. So very exciting. Okay, Cancerians, let's first look at the Alchemy deck by Cancerians and see what might be going on in your internal landscape, which is a Cancerian's favorite place. So let's see. And everything was pre-shuffled and cleared. What might be going on with cancers right now? What is it they need to be aware of that's happening within them? What insights, what messages can we offer here? Oh, Saturn. Oh, Saturn. Okay, we have number 7, Saturn. So I'm not sure of the date, but Saturn, I believe, is retrograde in Pisces, or it's about to go retrograde in Pisces. Excuse my ignorance on that. But because Pisces is also a water sign, all the other water signs will feel this strongly as well, this Saturnian energy within their own sign. And Cancer is no exception. So it's interesting that we have this, what are these called? Oh, scythe? Oh gosh, I hope I'm not butchering that. It's what clears the fields. So I definitely feel like with the Saturn energy right now, with the number 7, we're definitely going inside and clearing away. First of all, it's harvest time, right? So this instrument could be cutting down what needs to be harvested, what's ready to be shared, what has come into its full bloom and is ready to be shared with our communities, our families, and ourselves. This could also be clearing away what's no longer needed, such as like weeds, internal weeds, for instance. Okay, so Saturn represents responsibility, structure, the daily discipline that we hold ourselves within to make sure that we are honoring ourselves and our lives. It's a step up. To me, Saturn energy is a raising of the frequency. Sometimes Saturn energy can be a little tough when we want to be more dream-like, more in our imaginary bodies, more creative, more playful, less structured. So I do see this being slightly difficult for water signs, and at the same time, it could feel really good when we're doing the right thing, and Saturn always makes sure that we're doing the right thing. So in that way, Saturn can feel really good because Saturn holds the light, so to speak, for the path and really shows us which route to take and which direction to take so that everyone involved will benefit and keeping things in balance and in check, so to speak. So 7 is the energy of self-reflection, or sometimes also known as spiritual evaluation, just checking in with yourself. Where are you at spiritually? Going within, seeing again what's working, what's not, where you want to focus your energy. It's all running in line with Saturn here. So honestly, I feel like Saturn, wherever it goes, it brings blessings. at first it can feel challenging or difficult, but it does in the end bring us more energy. It allows us to do a sort of checks and balances as to how we're using our energy. So when we release those things that we don't use our energy well, there's more energy for the things that we actually do want and for the things that do feel good. And just in general, releasing what uses our energy feels good. We want to release that dynamic, and we want that energy of giving and receiving to be in balance, because as you know, Cancerians can overgive or overprovide, overnourish, and tend to neglect self needs. So there's always this reminder when we come back into Cancer season to do self-nourishment, self-care, self-love, and to do what feels good for you. So I feel like Saturn always brings us back on track with that, and that feels good, which means Cancer season is going to really feel good for you with the Saturn energy in it. And I feel like it really helps your mind focus. Like, for instance, Saturn energy or Cancerian energy or water sign energy can feel very flowy and, like I said, dreamy and imaginative. And sometimes that can be ungrounding. So when Saturn comes into the picture, it can really structure the flow. And so that really allows our creativity to bloom to its fullest potential. And it gives it like a direction to be channeled into, which also feels really good. And then it can be shared in the proper ways. So I feel like no matter what, the Saturn energy in the water signs right now is a really big blessing. So, okay. So with that in mind, that's what we're working with. I do want to pull, before we get into the tarot, I actually wanted to pull your guidance first, just because I wanted to see right away what was showing up and to see how that lines up with the rest of the reading as we go through it. So let's have a couple guidance cards for Cancerians. Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. Okay, claiming your power back to yourself, calling consciousness, all your conscious energy back to you. So that could be like cutting cords or standing your ground on something, speaking your mind, although I know you do it with love, but can be making sure you communicate clearly your needs, and making sure that you're taking the time out you need to care for yourself and being able to voice that when you need to. Claiming your space is what it feels like. Ooh, Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. So if some Cancerians are feeling the moodiness, that a Cancerian can go through during the course of their lives as they are ruled by the moon, there can be a lot of ups and downs. There can be a lot of emotional ups and downs and a lot of changes emotionally. So if you do feel like you're in sort of a darker phase of your life, first know that this too shall pass. And this, what appears to be a more challenging phase, is exactly what you need to bring you to your next stage of ascension, next stage of enlightenment, next stage of your spiritual evolution. And as you know, and I'm sure that's valuable to you, is your own personal growth, progress, and ascension. For Cancers, I think it's really important for them to always have one foot in both worlds, one foot in that magical, mystical, otherworldly sort of energy, almost as if you've got one foot in the 5D, one foot in the 3D, and one foot here, which is Saturn is taking care of and making sure of that you are staying grounded and focused to why you came here, why you incarnated this time around. And then the other foot more in the ethereal realms, astral realms, spiritual realms, with your dreams, with your imagination, with your visions, with your downloads, with your intuition. And so just really walking that line between both worlds so gracefully as you do. So if you do feel like you're in sort of a dark phase, know that there is no darkness without light. And there's always a light there for your heart to be open to, for your perception to perceive, and to just go into the heart space if you're feeling some challenges right now and ask to be shown the light of any difficult situation, or ask to be shown the silver lining, okay? But know that this is for your growth, and that is delicious food in and of itself. Okay, so of course, starting out deep. Okay, so the tarot deck I picked for you guys is Everyday Witch, And I did pre-shuffle, and of course you're looking at this right now, and we do have a reversal right on top. I'm actually going to shuffle again because I always do. This is just a pre-shuffle. Just so you are aware, I was actually looking at that card and saying, you know, I think Cancerians are really comfortable with reversals. Not that they're not difficult at times and challenging at times, but reversals often mean time to go inside, time to get quiet, time to reflect, kind of like going into your crab shell, getting into that hermit energy and doing some self-evaluation. And remember, we did get a 7, which is spiritual or self-evaluation. Like, where am I at? What do I want? Where am I going? Kind of doing your own internal, what's it called? What's it called when we check the store and see how much is in stock? Taking stock, I guess you could say. Okay, so what do Cancerians need to know at this time? What should they, I know, how about we do this? What does the universe want? What does the universe want from Cancerians right now? We did get an upright Page of Cups. Okay, the universe wants you to get into your creative side. This is perfect for Cancer season. We're in the feels. We're in the heart. And when we're in our hearts, we are also open to the channel of our creativity and our flow. And just being in that place and allowing that creativity to move through us can be so grounding and can really make us feel like we're home in our bodies. We're home in our lives. And we're safe and we're comfortable and we're happy when we're creating. So the universe wants from you right now is some real imaginative play, and even to try something you've never tried. The Page is a novice and a beginner at something. So the Page of Cups is like being a beginner at something that could potentially be the beginning of a new love affair. Maybe it is with art or music or theater or dance or yoga or anything like this, anything that interests you on the creative side. Even if you're being creative with like the way you make a flyer, it could be anything. So don't limit yourself at all. This is about trying something new, allowing yourself to have a beginner mind, allowing yourself to just be playful, curious, and messy, and just, you know, seeing what comes of it. It could lead to a lifelong dream is what I'm hearing. So that's interesting. I feel like we're at the beginnings of manifesting one of the reasons why you came to this planet at this time, which is really exciting. Please always remember these are general readings, and even though it is directed toward your astrological signs or points or planets in Cancer, some things may not resonate with you, and that's totally okay. You can just take the messages that do and leave the rest for somebody else. But no, this is a general reading, okay? So let's see what else is coming up for Cancers at this time. Universe, what else do they need to know? The World in reverse. So here's that reversal energy and the Devil. Okay, so the reason why the World is in reverse. Okay, so there's obviously a new beginning here for you with the World. There's a finishing up of one cycle. You know, hats off, that's graduation. It looks like you're not quite complete yet with something. So whether you need to finish handing in homework or projects, that might be a real tangible 3D thing you need to do in order to get that diploma. If this is more on a metaphorical level, finishing up with a cycle of your life, it feels like there's a piece here that needs to come in and say its piece and allow you to fully close a door and move on to your next chapter. So it looks like you could already be in celebration mode, but there's like something unexpected around the corner. Okay, so this unexpected energy definitely could be the 15, which is the Devil, which is a 6. So it's like, watch out for temptations. So what could be around the corner is a possible distraction from you starting on this beautiful new journey of using your gifts and your skills and your talents in new ways. Like, for instance, don't go back to the comfort zone and do what you've always done. Just be willing to try something new and be really creative with, maybe you'll find out a talent you didn't know you had, for instance. I feel like this Devil energy is very tempting. Like, well, I could go back to the comfort zone. The money's there. It's a really nice, easy job. Like, this has the energy of, I'll just get a fun summer job. Not saying you can't do that. Just be aware, use your discernment at this time. Make sure the way that it would call you to use your energy is the way that you would like to use your energy. So make sure it feels good for you. something I like to do, and you probably resonate with this because you're a Cancerian maybe, um, is I try things on visually. I walk through would it be, what would it be like to take a job at this place? How would my day look? What would my schedule be like? Who would I be talking to every day? And go through the motions visually and see how it feels and then make your decision. I mean, I do that a lot. I like to visualize my life before I do it, and it really allows me to like try something on, so to speak, and see if it's right for me before I get involved in a real, physical way. So I just feel like there could be something brewing in the background, maybe a surprise coming in, a little bit of a temptation, a little bit of a distraction. If you do have any habits or addictions you're really trying to stay away from, be careful of that at this time. As you know, like let's say you're going through a process, right? Let's say you're in school. Let's use that example. You're focused. You have projects to do. You have things to get done. You have tests to take. Your energy is very focused. But at the end, when you graduate, all of a sudden you have all this free time and your energy is not focused anymore or as grounded, nor is it as protected, nor your frequency as high. This is where the energy can really drop. We can get pulled into maybe relationships with ex-partners. We have a surplus of time on our hands. Maybe we're participating in things we don't necessarily want to participate in, but here we are because we're just celebrating and having fun. So watch your energy in those down times or in the surplus energy times where you find yourself with an extra amount of time, an extra amount of space and energy, and make sure you're channeling your energy toward something creative and not something self-sabotaging, addictive, or possibly not good for you. And that includes people, not just things. So that's why I'm getting, yes, you're complete with something, but I feel like the final test is just around the corner, if you know what I mean. Don't be scared by that. It just feels like that. The final test is just around the corner. Okay, so where are you showing up in this, Cancer? Where are you showing up in this? The Chariot. Okay, yes, definitely. This is a very interesting Chariot card. This is your card, first of all. The Chariot is a sign of the Cancers. Most of the time, the Chariot is full speed ahead, very focused, very ambitious, wanting to just get things going. Cancers are a cardinal sign. They like to start things off. They do not like procrastination. They just want to be in the thing. They want to be in the energy, and they want to make things happen. This one is a little hesitant, and that could be why we're getting the World in reverse. This one, if you look at it up close, we have a sign. It says that way. This one says this way. We do have that typical black and white energy of the Chariot card. Normally, it is a black and white horse. This is about balancing our inner, it would be like our animalistic nature along with our more, what would be called domestic nature. So not allowing our desires and not allowing the moment to get the best of us, but really making conscious, wise choices that are good for our future and where we're headed. She is going somewhere here. She's headed somewhere. So making sure that the way you're going is right for you is what I'm getting with this. Another number 7. So we've got 2 7s, Saturn and Chariot. Those are very big cards. Still, we're getting this number of self-reflection and spiritual, accountability. Where am I at and where do I want to focus my energy, and what's coming up that I should be aware of that I probably shouldn't take on right now. And that could even be something as simple as putting too much on your plate. Okay, it doesn't have to be like a bad person or an ex or a drug or even self-sabotage. It could be any of those things, of course, but I feel like this could also be just not taking on too much, not over providing for the people in your life, but really making sure that you're doing for you what you need to do for you, especially at this delicate time of transition. You're about to start a new chapter of your life. So yeah, make sure that you're really seeing what's involved before you get involved in something. And like if you go out to this party, let's say, who's going to be there? What kind of crowd? Do they have the food that you like, or do you need to bring a vegan dish, let's say? It's just that kind of thing. Just be aware of what you're getting involved in so that while you're participating in worldly activities, you're also practicing self-care, self-nourishment, and self-love. And that would be a way of really keeping your spiritual toolbox close. Like you're still participating in the world, but you're also keeping an eye on yourself and you're really taking care of your energy. So very interesting so far, Cancerians. Okay, let's see what I want to ask next. So move into your true self, rise above the darkness. That could have to do with the devil energy, your normal temptations kind of wanting to come in and distract you. Looks like you have some animal helpers here trying to let you know that not to pay attention to that creepy devil in the background. Move back into wholeness, calling your energy and power back into self. I think you keep that with you this summer. Keep your energy, keep your power within yourself. Honor self, stand in integrity, and you'll be just fine, okay? So use what you've learned, basically. So I feel like that was your challenge. So what's the guidance? What is the guidance? Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is a real... The guidance is spend more time cultivating your intentions. You're curating, in a way, your intentions. So when you take time out to do your intentional ceremonies, or you visualize or you imagine, make sure the thoughts that you're visualizing for your future, which would be the Three of Wands, are in alignment with where you're going. It's the same message over and over again. The Three of Wands in reverse, I mean, upright, this would be, waiting for your ship to come in, thinking ahead, thinking toward the future, thinking how you want to manifest, right? We got a 6 with the devil. We've got a 3 with the 21, the world. And then we've got the Three of Wands right here. You've got multiples of 3. And so you've got 3 and 7 the most right now. This is such a creative and abundant time for you. You're very attractive. You're very magnetic. People, places, things, all kinds of energies are going to be drawn to you. That's why Spirit is saying use your discernment. The world is in your hands right now. Literally, you have the World card. Use it wisely. It's that kind of energy. So, which, here's a everyday witch, right? This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. She's doing a spell. And with the Magician here, he's taking time to make sure he's got all the right herbs, the right incantations, the right tools, the right energy. He's making sure that whatever he is doing a spell for, it's absolutely the way that he wants it to be, to manifest exactly what he wants to manifest. So don't settle. One therapist that I was watching on YouTube, the Crappy Childhood Fairy, that's the title of her YouTube channel. Anyway, she's pretty interesting. She has this phrase called crap fitting. It is so helpful. So it just is a way of saying, like, you try to make things fit just in order to have the thing, even though it doesn't really fit. It's called crap, C-R-A-P, crap fitting. And I use that phrase when I'm talking to myself a lot. Like, don't crap fit, like, don't buy that shirt, even though you absolutely love it. It's the perfect color, but it's too big for you. That would be crap fitting. Or taking on a partner just because you want to be in a relationship, even though they're not quite exactly what you want. So no crap fitting, okay? No crap fitting, Cancer. This is imagining exactly what you want, intending exactly what you want, and making sure that your intentions are clear. And then going through with the incantation or the spell or the intentions for, your intention ceremony, let's say. And then actually attracting what it is that is perfect for Cancer, okay? So that's the guidance I'm getting. Just being very, very integrous, very authentic with your energy, your intentions, and very much so watching your thoughts. Observe your thoughts and making sure that those thoughts that you're giving energy to, that you're giving power to, are the ones that will help you manifest what you want, okay? Wow, powerful reading, Cancerians. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. This is also a Cancerian card, in my opinion, as she is so connected to the moon. And look at that beautiful Four of Wands energy. And I think you're just getting the reminder here, yeah, don't pick, see, 10 of Wands. I know, do you see that King of Swords there at the bottom? 10 of Wands. Stop carrying the load for others. It simply just isn't worth your energy anymore. And it's causing health problems, I'm hearing. So with the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, it's just using your wise discernment and being very careful about what it is. See, she's making sure she's picking out the right herbs for her spells. She's not going to be distracted or swayed by this woman trying to sell her the most expensive thing. You get the thing that feels right for you. No crap fitting. The high priestess is using her intuition to guide her through this time. She's using her gut feeling, her inner knowing. Cancerians are very claircognizant. They just know things. They're in the water. They're seriously the water element. They feel everything. And without knowing why they know, they just know. And it's trusting that they know. That's the hard part. Not doubting yourself, staying self-confident. You are worthy of the secrets of the universe. You are receiving them, which means you are worthy of them. The universe wouldn't give them to you if you weren't worthy of receiving them. It's taking your rightful place as a high priestess in the wheel of the zodiac and stating for yourself, it is my right to the secrets of the universe. They are given to me, and it is perfectly safe that I know things without knowing, that I hear things without knowing where they came from, that I feel certain things about people that they don't tell me. And, just using that information for good always, how can you help, or how can you support, or how can you just let things be? At times, there's times when we have to let people say what they need to say, even if we think they're wrong, so even if we know better, you have to let people be wrong. And just that sense of surrender, not allowing the energy of interference to come into play, not trying to fix people, not trying to interfere too much, not trying to change their perception or their outlook or trying to heal them, but really standing back and being that more nurturing mother figure, whether you're a male or a female, that more nourishing, unconditional, loving figure in someone's life where there's no interference, but there is presence, there is love, and there is listening. Then you can really feel like you're in your element, Cancer, because water receives. So you're really opening up to that aspect of yourself where there's more listening, there's more presence, and there's more receiving going on. And through that, the things that are right for you are magnetizing toward you, because that is also in the flow of receiving. Those are also going to be attracted to you. And then the Four of Wands is just very stable, secure, tribe, place to live, financial security, everything. It's just very, very happy, very celebratory, wedding bells, even new job, new financial security, whatever. It's just keep following your intuition, keep doing what you need to do for you. You're only headed toward even better things, okay? Any energy that reminds you of your past that didn't work for you, be aware of that, okay? But anything that looks fresh, new, creative, inspiring, move toward that, okay, if that's right for you. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up. That was a wonderful little tarot spread that you got. And I wanted to go deeper for you and get some galactic cards, because I know Cancerians like to dig deep into self-inquiry and like to know things about themselves. Like they like to open all the presents and know the mystery, because they have a special connection to the mystery of the universe. So why shouldn't they know more about what's going on, right? Okay, we've got solar consciousness, which is solar system parallel. We've got number 22, homesickness, Vega, past. Okay, these are really powerful cards, and I definitely, as a Cancerian myself, connect with both of these. But solar consciousness is basically your union with your higher self. It's really coming into focus right now. And I'm going to put the High Priestess card right next to that. Look at this, another 7. So far we have 3 7s, okay? You are literally, and you got this Ascension card with Serapis Bay. You're ascending. You're at a new level, okay? So maybe you do have one more test coming in. I don't see you failing that test. Not that there is a such thing as failing. I do see you choosing what's right for you. I do see you choosing the next level. I see you raising your frequency. I see your mind opening to new understandings of the universe, understanding of yourself and connection to the universe and to people around you and the earth. So there's just this greater understanding of oneness and interconnectedness and the part you play, right? Because you are learning about manifesting clearly what you want with this energy. Not getting pulled into oh, I'll just do this to help them, even though it's not right for you. Not getting pulled into that kind of toxic exchange, because you've just grown past it. You've grown so much. So you really are anchoring your higher self into this 3D world and learning how to be divine in this human body. And that's what comes through the strongest with solar consciousness. There's a massive amount of, I am the joy that I create. That I can have the abundance that I desire, and that everything that I attract is a result of my internal landscape. And really standing strong, that Seven of Wands energy, standing strong, standing next to yourself. We've got the brave Cancerian here, the brave crab, okay? Really fighting for yourself. That's what not fighting other people's fights anymore, just fighting for you, fighting for what's right for you and the success of you. So I put that next to the High Priestess because she truly is. And of course you have the High Priestess and the Magician. That's so amazing. That's like your inner divine feminine, inner divine masculine coming into union. You've got both of those on board, which means, yes, the divine is living through your human body. Yes, that's what people are seeing. Yes, that's why they're being magnetized to you. Yes, why you are ready to share your gifts with the world as she's reading cards or reading a crystal ball for a potential client on the other side, or maybe herself. So you're ready to share your gifts, and you've done so much work to get to this point. So you're going to safeguard it. You're going to protect yourself. But if that test does come in, I just don't see you allowing your energy to go there anymore. So homesickness. So I want to read this card for you because this represents a past era of the Vegan star civilization. And these were people that, humanoid beings, some of the first that were incarnate into this galaxy. And they very much tried to navigate their lives by basically through spiritual practice. Okay, so they were the divine feminine principle, and they were basically the High Priestess, and they were the yogis and the ascetics of their time. And they believed that through spiritual practice, but not necessarily through emotional acknowledgement or balance, unfortunately, that they could heal or cure a lot of their suffering, or the suffering that their people were going through. What they soon realized was that they needed to bring their emotional body back on board. But just to give you more information and more details, we're going to read this one from the book. So this is the Galactic Heritage Cards by Lisa Royal Holt, channeled through her channel, Germaine. And we're going to read 22, which is for Vega. And this one is homesickness. Okay, so let me read this to you so you get more of a idea of what's happening here inside yourself. The early Vegan mystics retained clear memory of the source from which they fragmented. But as eons passed, that memory faded and was replaced by a profound yet vague feeling of homesickness. So being all of a sudden feeling disconnected from God or from source. One reason why they were so devoted to their spiritual practices was to recapture that feeling of being connected to the source. Even though they understood the reasons for physical existence, there was an underlying desire to return home. If you have this feeling, know that it is an ancient one. It requires you to embrace physical reality as it is now, before you can return home. This is an important lesson. So it's like, what can you accept within yourself? What can you integrate within yourself that doesn't feel like it belongs here, or doesn't feel like it's home, or doesn't feel like it's part of you? Maybe there's a part of you that's been compartmentalized or pushed away because you were afraid of what it meant. So getting into that shadow healing, definitely a wonderful time for shadow work during Cancer season. Ancestral lineage and wounds always comes up during Cancer season. And what that means to the whole of your family, especially for you, inheriting certain wounds or carrying certain wounds through certain past lives, over time to learn deeper and deeper lessons to evolve. So let me read some more. So many people on Earth today have a feeling of homesickness, as if Earth isn't home and their true home is somewhere else. While it is easier to believe that this home is another star system with a better society, the underlying homesickness is much deeper than that. It is a longing for belonging and unity, a reflection of our true state of existence as one unified being in creation looking through an infinite number of eyes. As humans, it can be hard to remember this true unified state, which exists simultaneously with the illusion of separation, while seeing all the hate and confusion on Earth at this time. Trying to heal the feeling of homesickness by going somewhere else or living a different life is only a temporary fix. It never truly fills the emptiness. The only true home is inside of us, for that is where the source of all creation lies. Remember, you've got a number of threes representing creation or creativity, and homesickness, of course, the crab always carries its home on his back. So this might feel very resonant for Cancerians. Okay, so the only true home is inside of us, for that is where the source of all creation lies. If you have these feelings in your life, it is strongly suggested you begin practicing silent meditation, where you can reconnect with the sacred source inside of you. So you start to feel connected to source and home again. Only then can you feel at home wherever you are, which is what the crab does, home wherever they are. So that's a gorgeous message for Cancerians. I love that. That is so perfect. Okay, so, and it has that energy of, yes, seeing your interconnectedness with all things and all people, coming back to source. You're ascending, you're seeing your connection, feeling your connection to source more and more, especially by choosing the life that resonates with you. You're going to feel, you're literally creating your home by choosing what resonates with you, from clothes to people to partners to homes to cars to jobs, everything. The places you like to go when you're in your downtime, your relaxing activities, your hobbies. So when you choose what resonates with you, you are creating the home of your dreams in every aspect of your life. And so home won't feel like some far off place anymore. It'll truly feel right here, right now. And that will be the true manifestation of your most divine self, alive here on this planet at this time. Your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, working within perfect harmony within you to produce that balanced, harmonious, and integrated state of awareness. Okay, thank you for the powerful reading, Spirit, and everyone watching. Okay, let's see where we want to go from. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I got a new deck. It's itty bitty. It's gorgeous. I've never used it. I am going to read from the book. Let's check it out together. I pulled it out just for you. First, I'll show you it. Okay, it is called Antiquity of Magic. Okay, here's the guidebook. Antiquity of Magic. And it says by Gillian Wilde. Okay, gorgeous little deck. So what messages do you have for Cancer? This is quite a beautiful, powerful, and deep reading. I didn't think it would be anything less. So let's have 3, Spirit. We got, I believe I just took out 4. Okay, let's see what we got here. Grapes, blessings. Love these cards. The lily, innocence, my favorite flower. Lion, temperament. Okay, I was just talking about temperance. And the lizard, renewal. Wow. Okay, we can't read all these, but let me feel these out. This is like rebirth. This lizard with renewal, because they can renew parts of, like we have geckos here in Hawaii, and they can grow their tails back. Their tails fall off actually quite often. If they're scared, it's a survival mechanism. The tail falls off. And then they grow it right back. It's really interesting. But so renewal with the lizard is what we see here. So there's this reptilian energy in a good way. Reptilians aren't all bad. They are very highly evolved species, at least some of them are. And they have a real feminine quality about them. They are very loving, very compassionate, and very nurturing. So I can see why we would get that with the Cancer energy. And it feels like this energy with the cycle or the spiral going through the cycles of life, allowing transformation, allowing death, change, and rebirth, and just really honoring the cycles of life. So you may be at a time where you're really letting some things go and you're honoring that. Like as they go, you're saying, thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the inspiration and all the growth and even the challenges. Thank you for all of it. That's why I'm where I am today, right? So I'm going to, for our eyes, fix the cards a little bit. Okay, and I think, the lion, also representing strength, but temperance, is how can I integrate all these different sides of myself? So for instance, if you're feeling like, gosh, I'm really drawn to XYZ, and I just want to put all my energy there, but there's ABC over here, and I'm really interested in that also. And I just don't know how to split my time or my energy or my consciousness. Find a way, Spirit is saying there's always a way. Find a way to integrate these two seemingly opposite or different sides of yourself. Okay? So coming out of compartmentalization is what will evolve you. The more you integrate, because compartmentalization creates separatism inside of you. But as we grow and evolve, we want to integrate more and more sides of ourselves. We want to feel that wholeness. And remember, you've got moved back to wholeness. So integrating different parts of yourselves, especially seemingly opposite parts of yourself. And then remember, we have rise above the darkness, the light is here. Balancing your inner dark and light, your shadow and light, your masculine and feminine. That's what temperance is all about. It's complete harmonious integration. So if you've got aspects of yourselves that feel like opposite, and then that feels like it's creating a war or some sort of conflict within you, sit down with Spirit, sit down with these aspects of yourself at a table. Hear everybody out. Let everybody speak. Let the mind speak. Let the heart speak. Let these different sides of you speak. Let your inner child speak. Let your shadow speak. Let your light speak. And just put everything on the table. And don't try to find a solution. Just get it all out. Wait a few days. And then see where you want to take it from there. Some real beautiful healing can happen. Okay? With the lily with innocence, I see still rebirth energy, but also this playful-like quality that we also get with the Page of Cups. Okay? So allowing yourself to be a beginner again. Allowing this renewal period. Allowing yourself to be different than you ever thought you'd be. Remember, we've got some really beautiful celebratory energy here. There's a celebration for some reason, and I feel like it's because you're choosing what's right for you. And allow yourself to be in this energy of, I'm a new person, I want different things, and that's okay. And being in this energy of, okay, I'm going to try something new that I'm not really good at, and allow yourself to be innocent. Don't try to shield yourself from the harm that might come in order to protect yourself from something. Remember, everything lends itself to your growth, most in particular the challenges, okay? So just allowing yourself to be playfully innocent and creative and to enjoy that very sweet, that's the sweetness in life that we have. Children are so innocent and there's so much charm when we watch them. We see their charm. There's so much charm in that. So allowing that in yourself to just be youthful, playful, innocent, a beginner, make mistakes, fall, be curious, creative, and try mixing different things together that you would never have thought of, as long as it's safe. Not being a people pleaser, not feeling like you have to please anyone but yourself, okay? And that's the energy of the success that I'm feeling here. And I do feel like you're going to start to feel like you're home more and more every day. You really are going to start to go home, as we have the Chariot right next to homesickness now showing up. So let's place, and then we've got blessings. We've got Jupiter and Taurus. There's a lot of blessings to be had in a real physical, tangible way, with money, with love, with career, new jobs, financial abundance, friends. But I don't think it's because you're choosing your past. I think it's because you're choosing, what's right for you. So let me just see if Spirit is saying anything else here. Really, it's so much green. So I definitely feel like new growth is prominent. I know these aren't straight. Bugs me, but a little bit better. I feel like Saturn brings blessings too. And I think I said that earlier as well. Because your energy is focused and blessings will come from that. Fruition, a good harvest will come from focusing your energy. And you've got this baby skin right now with the renewal. So just be gentle with yourself. Don't expose yourself to those things that feel rajasic or heavy. Heavy people, heavy energy, heavy food, heavy music. Keep things light. You got the innocence card. Keep things light. Imagine spring right now. Just feel that spring energy, fresh air, fresh energy, fresh flowers, light colors. Be light. Be light in your body. Shed what you don't need. Get yourself light. Clean out the closets. Do like a garage sale or go to the thrift store and donate stuff. It's a wonderful time to really feel into this light energy and to allow it to send your energy, your physical energy, soaring into your next level, your next chapter. That'll really help you ascend faster. Just get rid of some dead weight, basically. So let's look at temperament. Let's read temperament. Okay. So we've got the Lion. And I've never opened this little book before, so I don't know how she divides it up. Okay, it looks like they're alphabetical. Thank you. Here we go. Courage, authority, strength, resilience, cowardice. Okay, so when we're talking tarot reference, we've got strength, which I was saying, Wheel of Fortune, the World. We did get the World card, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Two of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, because Two of Cups, temperance, of course. Okay, here we go. The Lion is symbolic of divine masculine power and is connected to the sun. And of course, we got solar consciousness. Awesome. I'm liking this already. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. Where am I? When the lion is associated with the light aspect of the symbol, it represents authority, courage, strength, confidence, protection, and wisdom. When connected to the shadow aspects of the symbol, it holds the reactive, defensive, nature of fear, and cowardly behaviors. Those behaviors include passive-aggressive and disconnected emotions. The lion can also be symbolic of maternal instincts when connected to the feminine powers of the moon. What? I didn't know that. That's amazing. You are being called to act with fierce courage at this time and lead the way with an open and brave heart. Remember I was saying the brave crab? You are being asked to step into action with all the ancient wisdom you hold and channel it into unbreakable confidence, even if it feels like a fake it until you make it situation. Your confidence will eventually catch up with your spirit. The lion is asking you to fact check before you pounce. That's exactly what I was saying. Oh my goodness. It is better to get curious about this situation than to jump to conclusions. Take a step back from your fears. Ask questions. Remember, you got all those sevens. So self-reflection, self-inquiry. Take a moment to think things through. Own your actions and your thoughts. Lead with an open heart in the face of fear. Be bold, brave, and speak up. If you choose to leap without thinking things through, be prepared for the possibility of acting too fast and needing to apologize. There is great strength in taking accountability also. Wow, I love that that is the one card out of all four that we read. That was perfect. I love it. I love these readings, you guys. It's so cool. Okay, let's keep going. If you feel like that was enough, I understand, but we are going to pull a few more cards. Maybe you're excited about that prospect. I hope I'm not overwhelming you with too information. Please like if this reading is resonating with you. Subscribe for more and share it so more Cancerians can benefit. And it will use my energy too to share my energy more out with the YouTube world. Another 12, another 3, wish upon a star, setting those clear intentions. Remember, you had the Magician, okay? I'm going to put that right there. Being very clear, really speaking what's in your heart out to the universe, even if that's in quiet time, in your hermit mode, in your magician time, speaking what's in your heart, being honest with yourself, being vulnerable with self. That can be hard too. We have another 12. Another 3. That's amazing. How many do we have now? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 3s, unless we've got more. A burst of magic. So this is that creative impulse. This is the Page of Cups right here, the burst of magic and blessings. And that, look at the pink there. I do feel like there's a lot of heart energy right now for you. Just so much, like, this isn't just about abundance for you. This is like abundance of whatever's in your heart. So maybe that's why Spirit is just telling you to be so very careful about what you wish for, making sure you have clear intentions. Because right now your heart can have its deepest desire. It's healthiest also, okay? So not just like some obsessive desire that you think is what your heart wants, and it's really just an attachment of the mind. But a healthy, right? Saturn won't let you get away with that toxic stuff anymore. So this is going to be a very healthy, a very conscientious heart's desire. It's an intuitive led desire, like what you feel is right for you now sort of desire, and being very clear with that. And from that, a burst of magic, creativity can come, or inspiration, or an epiphany. It's that kind of energy. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Royal You, which is a 7. Oh my gosh. That's like 4 3s and 4 7s, or even 5 7s. This is the divine you. You know, like your enlightened self, your highest potential. It's all possible for you right now, Cancers, and it's because of all the work that you've been doing. So just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing is what I'm getting from Spirit. Let's see what you get in the Starseed Oracle. This is a gorgeous energy oracle. I love the artwork that Wizard Anon. Where is it? Let's see what we get here. Azanan. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Azanan or Azanan, a Starseed Oracle here. Very powerful deck. Lots of magic here. So let's see what card you get. What is the card for the Cancerians, please? What is the card for the Cancerians, please, at this time? Chamber of Exhilaration. And I'll hold that up close so you can get an activation from the imagery. Isn't that gorgeous? So here we have a 57, which is a 12. 5 plus 7 is 12, which is a 3. Major fertility time here, people. So if you're wanting to get pregnant, if you're a female, or if you're wanting to bring more children into the family, this is the time. Chamber of Exhilaration, enthusiasm, learning, generosity, fortune. Could even be more plants or more animals if you're not a kid person. But enthusiasm, learning, generosity, and fortune. Wow. Good time for learning, higher learning, getting out there, traveling, sharing your gifts, like I said, and abundance. It's just all over this reading. It's absolutely stunning. So much green. Look at that. More green coming through. I feel like that's like fortunate energy with all this green. Growth, fortune. Yeah. Wow. Very, very cool. Okay. Wow. I think this is pretty clear. Let's just do a few more. I don't want to keep you guys too long. And I do believe we're coming up on an hour. So what does this sacred journey want to tell us for Cancerians? Sometimes it's nice to just have a real practical card. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Yeah. So I definitely see like there's some boats sailing here, maybe traveling to another country, especially with the Chariot, in the Page of Cups, learning a new language, trying new food, learning about new culture. Yeah, definitely all that really beautiful energy. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just allowing yourself to go have a little fun and relax. Let's see what your Starseed oracles say. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? So what are you clinging on to? What is left to be released? Okay, because that's why we got that world in reverse. Getting these reminders. What is left to be released? What else for Cancerians at this time? Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Okay, a little bit of tough love here. Okay, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? It's no longer your weight to carry that. That's for sure. Okay, so let's get a few of the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and we'll finish with some guidance cards. Of course, you are the Queen of the Moon, so I had to use this deck. A 6. Self-love. Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, we're getting all these beautiful repeat messages. And fear. So if you are feeling some fear coming up, maybe you're in a place of unknown, or you're in that shadowy energy I was talking about, just give yourself a ton of self-love right now. Lots of self-support, maybe some extra time alone, whatever you need to do to protect your energy. Actually, speaking of which, I do want to give you guys an empath card. So this is like guidance for empaths. What is the guidance here for our sensitive Cancerians, if we have some? Honor your inner child. Beautiful. Focus on your inner child's needs. Is your inner child afraid or in need of more playtime? Cherish this precious being within you. Definitely. So when you're feeling fear, move towards self-love, move towards self-care. How can you source what you need from within? Okay? Talk to your inner child. Remember I said let everyone have their say at the table. That includes your inner child. Okay, let's do some guidance to finish up for you here. So that was one of them, obviously. Okay, what do you need to surrender? What do Cancerians need to surrender on this beautiful journey at this beautiful birthday time? Happy birthday again. Please like if you haven't done so yet. I would be so grateful. It's a wonderful exchange for the reading as well. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more clearly. And I feel like this is with, staying clear with firm boundaries. Definitely for you guys, for us, staying clear and strong with our boundaries. Okay, and then let's do, I don't think I have it out. Oh, I already did these guidance cards. That's right, I did them. But let's do one more and we'll close the reading. Oh, I do want to give you one of these cards. It's so beautiful. I love this deck. It's called Divine Abundance and it's by Tasha Silver. I love this deck. It's so pretty. What do we want to tell Cancerians for their birthday as their final message, Spirit? Ease. Oh, look, Lakshmi. She is the goddess of abundance. Abundance of health, wealth, friends, family, love, creativity, work, money. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. That's such a good mantra for Cancerians, and what a powerful message to finish on, everyone. Wow. Happy birthday, Cancer. Thank you so much for spending this hour with me. I will be back with another reading. I think the next one will be the full moon, and I can't wait to do that one for you. And yeah, just thank you for being here. If you're not already following me on Instagram, I post a lot more there frequently. That's Let's Evolve Together Tarot on Instagram. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time. If you are in need of a personal reading or clearing, please go to my website, let'sevolvetogethertarot.com. And I will see you next time. Much love and aloha. Bye.